Alright guys, welcome back here to LJ Reactions. I'll be your host James, but don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new here to the channel, and follow all the social media pages which we have down below. Twitter, Snap, Instagram are all down below, links down below. But see the title of the video, we're going to get into Samoa Joe news of him being moved to Raw, which, like, why did they just announce it on Monday Night Raw? We'll get to that. Even if he was injured or sick, just announce he's moved to Raw. Just show a picture. We got Samoa Joe. Whatever. We're going to get the news on Sasha and Bayley. About my girl Sasha telling Vince she ain't coming back, which I don't blame her whatsoever. But we get the news about why, what added more fuel to the fire of Sasha not coming back. Which the news we'll get to about Sasha and Bayley. Reportedly, they're told they're going to split up, and that made Sasha more furious. We'll get into that in a second. And we'll have more news on the Superstar shakeup, which there's supposed to be more shakeups going on this week, which this company just does not know how to book. They do everything last minute, which, again, I don't blame everybody backstage. I blame Vince McMahon because, again, his mind just changes from second to second, day to day, which you guys have not. Go watch my Viking Experience parody video, which I did on the channel. It's hilarious. Go watch it. It probably was really true what really happened. So we're going to touch those topics in the video. Catch you guys after the break. Alright guys, welcome back here to the channel. So, let's get into this news. We're going to touch on Samoa Joe first, people. First of all, the Superstar Shakeup, my review for Raw and SmackDown are both on the channel. If you guys have not watched them, go check them out. The reviews on the channel. But I touched on the issues about what they needed to do, which we all guessed Finn Balor and Samoa Joe were going to do. That was everybody's go-to pick of Samoa Joe, Finn Balor are both switching brands. Is just how they're going to do it. Who's their first challenger is going to be, all that issue and all that stuff. But, again, Samoa Joe reportedly, most of you guys, when you did comment on my videos, you said Samoa Joe was sick, so he was not able to be on the show, even though he did show up to Monday Night Raw. He had some kind of cold or whatever, but he was like sick, he couldn't compete. So, but anyways, that's a beast. That is Samoa Joe. The dude shows up sick, ready to work regardless. That's the type of man you want for your company. So yeah, Samoa Joe was sick. He was backstage on that Raw. They had no graphics showing that Samoa Joe was been switched to Raw. Which, again, even though if he couldn't come out, just put a graphic up when you did the graphic for everybody else who was on Raw. Just put, hey, we got Samoa Joe too. Even though he couldn't be there. Like, how hard was that to do? So that led people to think, Samoa Joe, is he still on SmackDown? Because there was no news of him moving to Monday Night Raw. But let's get to the news, which we have the news here. Cage side seats, which again, I go to cage side seats and I also go to Fightful. You know, people say slice wrestling. Again, slice wrestling is not always completely accurate. Even though it may look like, okay, that's a shoo-in. But not everything they report is accurate from slice wrestling. So that's why I go to, if I do any reports, I usually do them from Fightful or cage side seats because those guys are more on their money. Because again, they get the stuff from Dave Meltzer and they just let it go. So, that's still a credible source. You'd rather have something coming from Fightful or cage side seats. So, that's what I did. So, let's get to the article they have here on Samoa Joe moving to SmackDown. So, also, Samoa Joe's first opponent, it was set up last week when Braun Strowman showed up on SmackDown. So, Braun Strowman will be Samoa Joe's first challenger. Oh my God. Yes, guys, you can see by my face. You just moved Andrade Cien over there. You moved Rey Mysterio. You still have Sami Zayn over there. Who else is on Raw that's in the mid-card? Ricochet, Aleister Black. You're picking... Braun Strowman's would be first challenger for Samoa Joe. Yes, people, you can see by my face. I just said it. Aleister Black. Ricochet. Ciamis. Sami Zayn. I think that's probably it right now for the mid-card on Raw. But anyways, AJ Styles if you want to. But you're going with Braun Strowman's... Listen here. I'm to the point I don't care about Braun Strowman. That's why I said I would move him to SmackDown. Because look, he's taking away a spot away from Aleister Black, or Ricochet, or Sami Zayn, or Ciamis. Who wants to watch Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe fight over the U.S. title? Do you? Do you guys want to see Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe for the U.S. title? Would you want to see that? I'm just asking you guys. Do you want to see that? I don't want to see that. I would have moved them to SmackDown. Yes, again, Roman Reigns on the same show as Braun Strowman. Cool. You couldn't have Lars Sullivan and Braun Strowman in the same show. So why not keep Lars Sullivan on Monday Night Raw? You move Strowman to SmackDown. That way Samoa Joe could face Ciamis. He could face Ricochet. He could have faced Black. Sami Zayn. Yes, Samoa Joe is a heel. But really, who cares anymore? Does really babyface and heels matter who faces each other? No. If a heel faces a heel, cool. You know what I'm saying? It does not matter if you're a babyface to me. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Heel can face heel to me. I don't care. You can make a great storyline of it. But anyways, regardless, Dave Meltzer says Braun Strowman will be Samoa Joe's first challenger for the U.S. title on Raw, according to Dave Meltzer. Does this mean the red and blue belt will be the Monster Among Men's first singles titles? See, how do they word this stuff? Do you hear that, guys? Does this mean the red, white, and blue belt will be the Monster Among Men's first singles title? How do they word this stuff? Does that... God dang it, man, I tell you. But anyways, am I happy to see this? No, I'm not. Again, like I said, you turned Braun Strowman to a freaking only destroyed stuff character. Yes, and EC3's on fucking Raw too. I forgot to say that too. EC3's on Monday Night Raw. But, guys, I'm sorry. You killed Braun Strowman to the point where he really is a gimmick now. Guys, name the last singles match that Braun Strowman's had that you were so hyped to see. That's what I thought, guys. Even I can't name the last freaking Braun Strowman single match I got hyped for. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't. I think the last singles match that he had, and it was a gimmick match. Hell in a Cell against Roman Reigns. That was probably like when he did face Brock Lesnar. But that was what? How long of a match was that? It was like 4 minutes. So I mean, Braun Strowman's just a gimmick. I don't care to see a gimmick wrestle. Sorry, people, but him beating Samoa Joe, what's that gonna do? What is that gonna do for Samoa Joe or for Braun Strowman? Yeah, you can move Samoa Joe up to where he should be, which will be for the Universal title, which will be a good scene for that. I mean, Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe versus Aleister Black, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet, but are they keeping Ricochet and Black a freaking tag team now? I guess it looks like it's just so stupid. I mean, if you're going to keep Ricochet and Aleister Black as a tag team, oh my gosh, man. Watch Vince turn Aleister Black fucking heel, people. I guarantee you. Oh, it's going to be so frustrating and so stupid to see that. He's going to turn Aleister Black probably heel. I guarantee you Vince is going to turn him heel, which is so stupid. But anyways, guys, are you going to be hyped to see Samoa Joe lose his U.S. title to Braun Strowman? Are you going to be happy to see that, people? Are you going to be happy to see that? Comment down below. Now let's get to this Sasha Banks news, which again, Sasha Banks. The girl's over there in the Dominican Republic living her best life, which I did not blame her one bit because, again, we said move her to Monday Night Raw, to SmackDown. Move Sasha to SmackDown. We didn't get that. We got Sasha staying on Monday Night Raw. Now we know the incident, what happened. Okay, Sasha was not happy that her and Bayley dropped the tag team titles when they were told they're going to get a pretty lengthy run with the tag team titles. That did not happen. That led to Sasha saying, okay, Vince, that's how you're going to freaking treat me? Freak that. My girl said, nah, bro, if you're going to treat me like that, I might as well just freaking go on vacation, tell you I don't want to be here no more. Which, again, people, I don't blame Sasha one bit. I mean, again, you've been... Like I told you guys in the video when I did the Sasha Banks video last week, she's probably frustrated because you don't give her... Listen, you gave her opportunities, but you took them away from her so fast. It's like, okay, do they guys really believe in me, or are they just freaking not believing in me? You know what I'm saying? You keep showing me you don't believe in me, and then she just says, okay, you don't believe in me, you give me opportunities, but I keep losing. Like, again, like somebody told me, she's been a 4-time women's champion, and she held the belt combined the 4 times less than a month. So how would that make Sasha feel? You know what I'm saying? It makes her feel like they don't care about me. Just release me, which I don't blame her, man. I really don't blame her. So let's get to the news, and then we'll dissect this article, and then I'll tell you guys what I think about it. So, Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is booked for WWE. Oh my gosh. I'm sounding like fucking Kurt Angle here. Sasha Banks is booked for WWE Money in the Bank May 19th, according to Meltzer. But they don't know if she'll be back. Now, we got more news on that. But I have found another article I wanted to go over for you guys. It includes about my man Daniel Bryan. Because Daniel Bryan's not been on TV for fucking how long? It's been like, what, 2 weeks since WrestleMania? No news about his injury. So let's talk about Mr. Daniel Bryan on his injury, which, again, them not discussing it, why he's still out, but let's get to it. So, both Sheamus and Daniel Bryan are out with injuries, per PW Insider. Bryan came at WrestleMania, and the nature of the situation has been closed. Which means closed guarded that means they're not talking about Daniel Bryan's injury, which to me is kind of fishy. Like, this, I mean, is it a... Because, for example, we know AJ Styles' injury was noted, remember? AJ had the hip injury at WrestleMania against Randy Orton, which they said it was, like, pretty bad. And then the next week, he's already wrestling in the 6-man tag matches, people. He's already wrestling in 6-man tag matches. So it's kind of crazy, but I think Bryan should be back no later than for Money in the Bank. So let's get back to the article about Sasha Banks. So, been pretty quiet on the Sasha Banks front today. Her absence from WWE, which to this point has been reported as being triggered by the decision to have Sasha and Bayley drop the women's tag titles at WrestleMania 35, was brought up several times on Monday Night Raw. Bayley was moved to SmackDown in the Superstar Shakeup on the last night's show and is focused on her singles career. Possibly a heel turn. Again, she was booed in Montreal on SmackDown, which is kind of surprising, but again, Bayley was booed. Possibly as a heel. If the reaction she gets from the crowd from Tuesday was any indication, they might as well just turn her heel. But we heard again the boss is getting a couple of weeks off to decide whether or not she wants to return to WWE or sit it out the rest of her contract. But again, people, if Sasha did sit out the rest of her contract, guess what they would do, people? They would make her make up those missing dates and add them onto her contract. So if I'm Sasha, you might as well just wrestle, sit out, and just write out the contract. Because again, if she did pull a CM Punk type of thing or whatever, or for example, Rey Mysterio. Remember Rey Mysterio wanted to leave the WWE, but he had so many injuries, they added those injuries date onto his contract. So if I'm Sasha, you might just come back. Either they push you or they don't push you. Write out the rest of your contract, which I don't know what Sasha's rest of her contract is, but just write it out. The Revival are writing it out. So sit out the rest of her contract. This item on Dave Meltzer's latest Wrestling Observer Radio isn't a bombshell, but it does provide some more background on what led to Banks to allege try to quit the company or Mania weekend. That had to do with the Sasha Bayley stuff being unhappy was not only that they were losing the championships, that they found out on Sunday at WrestleMania, they were told that they will be splitting them up. Which, if I'm Sasha, I would have been happy. Split me up. Push me again. But allegedly, Sasha was fucking pissed at that. So, what seems odd about that is that on social media and in storylines like the one on April 15, Raw, Bayley was acting and being presented like Boston Hug Connection would eventually remove tagging and try to win the belts back. What that all misdirection for them to move Bayley to SmackDown. So, listen here, man. If I'm Sasha, again, I said in my video what I would do with her was, you give her Money in the Bank, but again, I had her moving to SmackDown, and I had them moving Ronda Rousey to SmackDown. So it's just so crazy, man. This company. You know what? At this point, let's rewrite this shit. At this point, let's have Sasha come back, have her win Money in the Bank briefcase, and have her cash in her briefcase on Becky Lynch. Turn her heel. The funny thing is, if Sasha cashed in her briefcase on Becky, I bet you they would cheer her. They probably wouldn't boo her. But if it's me, have her win the Money in the Bank briefcase, cash it in on Becky Lynch at Money in the Bank, have her turn heel, have her be the boss. Just let her run with it, man. If Vince McMahon really doesn't like Sasha Banks, if she fails at this, she fails, Vince. Put it that way. Give her a run. See if she can... Listen here. And I can see Vince McMahon's side of it saying, the girl gets banged up too much. But give her the one last shot. If she gets banged up from this injury, just say, you know what, Sasha, we tried to give you the shot. You got injured. We're done with you. At least at that point, you know what? I gave her one more shot. Like, what can it hurt? You know, like what can it hurt? You know what I'm saying? Really can't hurt nothing. So you guys comment down below what do you think about the latest news on Sasha Banks. What led to her even being more pissed off was they were splitting up Bayley and Sasha. News on Samoa Joe moving to Monday Night Raw and his first opponent to be Braun Strowman. What do you guys think on that? And news on Daniel Bryan. We don't know what his injury is, but he's being kept secret about what his injury is. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys later on for some more reaction videos.